Hello everyone, hope you are well on this Monday afternoon. Big question is, will Israel retaliate back? I'll go into that here in a little bit. I have some thoughts on it. I also have a very good passage that I will share with you towards the end that you do not want to miss. It's a good one. And first, a couple of quick updates on some things. I saw where the FBI is opening an investigation into the Baltimore bridge crash. They said that they could have some sinister origins. Well, that's interesting. Very interesting. Many of us had some suspicions about that anyway. I wonder if we'll get any more updates. I hope so. Hopefully. Try to keep an eye on that one. Also, that movie Civil War opened up. Apparently, I guess the last few days or last week, I can't remember. Can't keep up. But it's out in theaters now, and there's some talk about it. Talking about this yesterday with Ms. Dawg, and I agree. I've been thinking about it too. I don't have an interest. I just don't have an interest in watching this movie. Initially, when I heard about it and I saw the trailer for it, it was, that might be interesting, but no. After thinking about it more, I just don't want to. I don't want to watch. I don't see where it would be productive. I don't see where it holds value. I think it would be a waste of time. It's not healthy. Now, you do what you want. If you've seen it, if you want to share what you thought, go for it, but I'm not interested in actually watching it. I'm just not. Just my thoughts. Saw another story where this young woman, 28 years old, young woman, had to sell her, the headline was, had to sell her dream car after paying over $40,000 in interest alone. This young lady, it's a costly lesson, very costly lesson. Basically, she was forced to sell this thing. She couldn't afford it, but couldn't afford it to begin with. But this goes back 3 years ago. She bought a new Chevrolet Tahoe. This thing priced for $84,000. Now, first of all, 84 grand for any SUV to me is insane. I know pricing has gone crazy, but she signed up for it. Signed up for the monthly payments. I don't know all the details. I do know that her monthly payment was $1,400. She did not put anything down on it, and she traded in a vehicle that was upside down. In other words, she owed more than the loan. So that was mistake number one. A lot of mistakes on this one. But she made payments for a while, and still her payments totaling about $50,000. Still, with that said, still owed almost $74,000 to the lender. The lender, GM Financial. Should be a crime, really, but she did sign up for it. She traded in a car with a negative equity. Oof. The United States continues to be car and truck obsessed, and it's a major factor in debt. The United States has hit a record as far as auto debt in the United States is over $1.6 trillion, y'all. 1.6, over $1.5 trillion automobile debt. That is insane. I guess it's keeping up with the Joneses. Now, I admit, I've had times where I have had these, I'll admit I made the mistake once when I was young. Not anything on this level, but I was very young. I was younger than 28, and it's a costly lesson, yes. People need to be educated on this stuff. I know most of you watching this probably are, but if you have youngsters, your children, grandchildren, take a few moments and help them out on this. Try to educate. They may not listen, but try anyway. Okay? Although it's very interesting. The good news is she's young. She has the rest of her life not to make that mistake again, right? Will Israel hit back again on Iran, Persia? At first they said, maybe, maybe not. It sounds like they are, and it sounds like they could be doing it pretty soon. From outlets, from several sources that I've been looking at off and on today, it looks like they're going to hit back, and they could be hitting back pretty hard. So, we will see. It could be tonight. It could be tomorrow sometime. This thing just keeps escalating. Now, before I go any further, I will agree, and I've heard some other people say, and I have to agree, it does feel, it has this, so far, this back and forth, especially over this past weekend, does have the feel of being scripted. It has that scripted kind of feel to it. It really does. However, this thing could still fly out of control. And if it does, that means it will impact us here in this country. Okay? Please go over your preps. If Israel were to hit back very hard, let's say, for instance, they try to go after the nuclear facilities in Iran, they may try to do that and inflict some serious damage. That's going to trigger another back and forth from Iran. They could be it could get Hezbollah to get in the act. That could be tough. And then Russia's sitting right there as their big ally. So the United States has said that they are going to help defend Israel. So, just like they did this weekend. So, again, I know people are like, I'm tired of hearing about it. Well, you could be tired of hearing about it. I'm kind of tired of hearing about it too. However, I think it behooves us to keep up with what's going on, because if this thing really flies out of control, which it has a probability of doing now, we need to be ready. Look over your preps. Look over, review them again. If you got holes, fill them up. Fill up your gas tanks. Keep them full. Look at your energy. Look at your fuel, not just for your automobile, other things that you may have. Think ahead, all right? Think ahead. That's my main message, all right? Let's watch this closely. Could have some stuff popping off tonight, y'all. I hope not, but I'll tell you. All right. Passage is from Romans. Somebody had posted this somewhere on social media. I forgot. Somewhere I saw this, and it kind of struck me. And I've seen this passage before, of course, but Romans chapter 8, specifically verse 20, I think, 22, but I'm going to read back up a little bit. Start with 18. For I consider that the sufferings of this present time are not worth comparing with the glory that is going to be revealed to us. For the creation eagerly waits with anticipation for God's sons to be revealed. For the creation was subjected to futility, not willingly, but because of him who subjected it, in the hope that this creation itself will also be set free from the bondage to decay into the glorious freedom of God's children. For we know that the whole creation has been groaning together with labor pains until now. There's a lot of groaning going on, and it seems to be not just isolated to one little area or even one nation or one region. There's a lot of groaning. There seems to be this collective groan from the world, especially over the last few years or so. What do you think about that? I think there is. We could be in biblical times. Very well could be. Share your thoughts on that. Share your thoughts on the other things I was talking about. Is there going to be a big attack? I don't know. But let's stay prepared. Let's stay prepped up. Let's stay prayed up. Let's keep praying. Stay close to Jesus. God bless you. And I will see you soon.